Hey everyone, this is Kritika Narayanan and welcome to my podcast. Anne Frank. That's who we're going to talk about today because today, June 12th, is her birthday. On 1942, this very same day, she received her now famous diary as a gift for her 13th birthday. The Diary of Anne Frank describes the life of Anne Frank as an adolescent Jewish girl during the 2 years she, her family, and 4 other people lived in hiding from the Nazis during the World War II. Her diary is in the list of top 10 of the most read books worldwide. This is her story. Anne Frank was born in the German city of Frankfurt, and it was a period in which Adolf Hitler and his party were gaining more and more supporters. Hitler hated the Jews and blamed them for the problems in the country. The hatred of Jews and the poor economic situation there made Anne Frank's parents decide to move to Amsterdam in Netherlands. But in May 1940, the Nazis also invaded the Netherlands and slowly introduced more and more laws there that made the lives of Jews more difficult. For instance, Jews could no longer visit parks, cinemas, or non-Jewish shops. Her father lost his company since Jews were no longer allowed to run their own businesses. All Jewish children, including Anne, had to go to separate Jewish schools. Soon, Jews were being rounded up and were sent to concentration camps. In order to escape from persecution, Anne Frank's family and along with 4 others hid themselves in a secret annex inside their house. On her 13th birthday, just before they went into hiding, Anne was presented with a diary. During the 2 years in hiding, Anne wrote about events in the secret annex but also about her thoughts and feelings. In addition, she wrote short stories, started on a novel, and copied passages from the books she read in her book of beautiful sentences because writing helped her pass the time. On 4th of August 1944, their hiding place was discovered and they were arrested and sent to a concentration camp in Auschwitz. Anne Frank and her sister were sent to another concentration camp where they contracted typhoid and died. Anne Frank's father was the only one to survive the concentration camps. Anne's writing made a deep impression on her father. He read in her diary that she had wanted to become a journalist or a writer and that she had intended to publish her stories about the life in the secret annex. Anne's father published her diary and it was later translated into around 70 languages and adapted for stage and screen. People all over the world were introduced to Anne's story, and in 1960, the hiding place became a museum, the Anne Frank House. Until his death in 1980, Anne Frank's father remained closely involved with the Anne Frank House and the museum. He hoped that readers of the diary would become more aware of the dangers of discrimination, racism, and hatred of Jews. If you are in Amsterdam, do visit the Anne Frank House and be reminded of the dangers of living in a world filled with discrimination, hate, violence, and racism. Let us not create such a world ever. This is Kritika Narayanan signing off.